What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise and Grind. Happy Monday. I can't believe I woke up to snow this morning.
I know. I was actually really surprised by that.
You gotta love it. You
Yeah.
got to love it. Waking up, I went to the bathroom this morning, and I'm like, is there snow on the street right now? Like, what the?
It was a small layer.
But it's like you never know, obviously, because they've been saying that for the past 2 weeks, and then it finally happened. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
Well, the weather's been crazy. I think we're supposed to get snow through the rest of the week too, or
What?
into next week. Yeah.
really,
On and off. Yeah, but then it was like I also saw that it was going to be like 45 degrees at a point too. So I think it's just
we'll
I don't
take
know
that.
what the weather's doing.
Yeah, where the hell was I? Oh, I was getting blood taken this week, and this dude came in, and he had on a tank top and shorts,
Oh my gosh.
and
Was it
everybody
on one of
everybody
like
in
the
the
warmer
office was like,
days?
"Damn, like yo, it's nice out, but it's not that nice out."
Yeah.
Right before we dive, we gotta say what's up to my guy Rob. All right, Rob's in the building. What's up, Rob?
What's up, guys?
How we doing over here?
We're doing great.
Robbie Stearns is in the building. He's here. He's ready to rock.
I think that was Rob's first Rise and Grind appearance.
That was his first Rise and Grind
in all the
appearance.
years.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Yes, it was.
Historical moment.
Emily's
Yeah.
sitting there right now. She's proud. She's
Yeah.
like, I can't believe it. He did it.
I hope
He
she's
did it.
watching from Costa Rica right now.
I know. She's
live.
probably not. There's probably a
Probably
big
not.
time difference, right?
I don't know what.
A couple hours at least.
I have no idea.
That's worth a look up. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, what's going on? What's our topics for today? What we got?
Okay, let's start with New York releasing this Fair News Act, where essentially any AI content needs to be labeled that it's AI generated now. It doesn't matter if it's on the news, it doesn't matter if it's on social media. And I'm sure there's a lot that inspired this because obviously, like going back a year or two ago, you could go on social media and look and see, like, oh, that video is very clearly AI.
Yeah.
Right. Like there were clear indications. Now it is a lot harder to tell what's AI and what's not.
Right.
And I think some clips make it onto the media as like, look what's happening in the world.
Mhm.
Now the media is reporting on something that isn't even real. It's AI
Mm.
generated. So they're claiming that everything needs to be labeled, no matter if it's AI is used in a very small component of it or the entire thing.
I like that
Interesting.
personally, though, because at the end of the day, it's like the AI slap crap is terrible, obviously, but you're starting to see some things get like you're questioning, is that real? Is that not real? So I definitely agree with that. And like I said, I think this is the kiss of death to social media.
Yeah,
This
I
whole
don't
AI
know.
stuff. That is my opinion. I think in the next I think 2027, I'll give it 2. Even though I don't know.
Your
'cause, like,
prediction?
yeah, because really, I don't think that people will last that long. I think death of social media is upon us because of AI. People just get so bored of and fatigued of content so fast, and to see like so much fake crap out there right now, and us not know the difference, like that's an issue, right?
I feel like it's
so-
going to go back to Facebook circa like 2010, where people were just posting very authentically. Like you'd go out, you'd grab a whole camera roll of photos and just
Mhm.
upload the entire thing onto Facebook.
Right.
I feel like people are going to revert back to just showing very authentically what their lives are like, as
Mhm.
opposed to
Yeah.
the slop or like the very curated content that we're seeing.
Yeah, I agree. Because when you think about it, when you go to Instagram, right? Instagram, typically you're posting stuff. I feel like Instagram is more friends. TikTok is more. Facebook is more family like stuff, and then TikTok is just random people you don't know and you doom scroll.
Facebook is big on community too. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
neighborhood and community groups
Mm-hmm.
that are used a lot.
Yeah. Like as an example, like for my mom's birthday, shout out to Mama V. But for my mom's birthday, like I posted her like birthday stuff on Facebook, whereas they were my stories on Instagram,
Mhm.
right? And obviously they didn't make it to TikTok because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like it's like, so with that all said, the TikTok AI stuff is really crazy. I feel like that's the main place that I'm seeing it on. I mean, and
Like a
YouTube
lot
stuff.
of AI generated.
Yeah, it's a lot of AI stuff on TikTok. I don't see it as much on Instagram, but then again, like my Instagram is so curated to my stuff.
I don't know. You know what's interesting though? I feel like now I'm seeing more video content that probably is real, but then you go to the comments and people are claiming AI. So then it becomes like, what do you believe? Like, even if you post something real and the majority of people are saying that it's AI generated, it's fake,
Mhm.
like, that's tough too. It's
Right.
like you're being gaslit, right? To what you're posting isn't real. But speaking of TikTok, I'm going to move into my second topic here. TikTok just launched a local feed in the US. They just switched all of their algorithms and everything over to cater to their US audience.
Mhm.
And now they have this local feed. So you're going to be able to go to TikTok and see, relevant to us, what businesses or posts or events are happening nearby. It's relevant to your location, to the time, to the content that you're looking up. So it's really important for small businesses to be leveraging this
Mm.
and be, share your location in your TikTok content. Because if we put, if we had an event and we said, hey, we're having an event in Point Pleasant on this specific day, what that local feed is going to do is make sure that algorithmically anyone in our local area sees it leading up to this one day.
Yeah.
So it's going to help, as opposed to like your Instagram algorithm, which is generated on your likes and what you're engaging with, not necessarily how relevant something is.
Right.
There's content that I see from almost a year ago that I think like, oh, this must be new. And then I go to click on it and it's a year old. So
Right.
TikTok is changing it up. It's going to be nice.
Yeah,
Excited to see that.
it's good to get a new change up there. I think at the end of the day, it's like with TikTok, it's such a doom scroll platform, man. It's so difficult because like when you're on there, like last night I was once we put the kids down, I'm sitting there and I was working out and I'm scrolling and I was like, let me go to TikTok. And TikTok is such a dopamine hit. It really is, because like when you go to TikTok, it's like, like I feel like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go on TikTok, and I know that like I don't know what I'm gonna get next, because you're just scrolling and everything is always different, and, like it's different people, it's different things. So that's why I really limit it though. Like, I don't want too much of it.
Quick?
Yeah. Well, it's just like, you could be stuck scrolling for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
easily.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I think you mentioned this a few weeks back, but like, it becomes white noise for people. We were doing something else and you're just like scrolling, listening to different videos, and it's wild. It's a trap.
It really is.
It's a social trap.
Yeah. So you gotta use it sparingly, but cool that they're creating some new stuff though.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic, ClaudeBot. Mac Minis are selling out. That's a trending topic that I'm seeing across social right now, whether it's on Meta or TikTok. People are going to different Best Buys, Apple, different places trying to buy this Mac Mini, and it's sold out because people are using it for their ClaudeBots. So they're using ClaudeBot as the personal assistant. It has to be put on its own hardware so that it's not learning from what you're doing, but it's only what you feed it. So, a Mac Mini is like $600 for
why not
the
a PC?
little hardware. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the most compatible with the Mac Minis.
Well, I mean, Mac
doing
for
it.
life, obviously,
but yeah, Mac Minis are completely sold out, and there's a lot of people testing it for things like booking travel, their shopping assistants. Businesses are using it to take over, sales or secretaries, admin assistants, things of that sort. Be really interesting. I don't know though. I also overheard somebody at the store this weekend someone said, oh, did you call and make a reservation at whatever place they were trying to get into? And they're like, it was a young girl. And she's like, no, it's AI. I don't want to talk to AI. I want to talk to a real person.
Right.
So it's interesting. Like if these businesses are adopting all of these AI assistants, it's kind of deterring people from wanting to call and engage with them, recognizing that they're AI.
Right.
So I feel like there's a lot of, I guess controversy is the right word. Like some people love it and some people just hate the fact that businesses are incorporating it into everything they do.
Well, I've always hated, I think we've all always hated when you called like some sort of corporate company and like you got like the freaking the dial stuff. Like it's like that robot who's like, giving you like to press this or tell me what you need. And it's like it never gives you the answers you need, obviously. So it's like very frustrating. But on the AI side, I think at the end of the day, it's like when you want to get something done, you don't want to wait, because like speaking to an AI bot, there's only so much it can give you informational wise versus like talking to a person and getting the result you want, right? Especially if it's an urgent matter, right? So, but on the ClaudeBot stuff, one of the things that I'm seeing a lot of is people switching from GPT to Claude, because they're saying that GPT is giving you what you want to hear and it's a yes man, versus like this one dude, Tom, and I forget I can't pronounce his last name, but he's an influencer who sold his company for a lot of money. And long story short, he said that he tested everything. He tested Gemini. He said Gemini lies to you. He said that GPT is a yes man. Grok gives you good data, but that's pretty much it. And he said Claude is the only thing that pushes back on you and actually like gives you like real, like makes you better, right?
Interesting.
And so I took because he wrote like a mile-long Facebook post where I saw this, and I copied his text and I put it into my GPT, and I was like, yo, this is what this guy's saying. Like, you know, I want you to make better. Because his whole point was like, you know, AI should make you smarter and you sharper, not you lazier and being told things that like are not going to help benefit you, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So I essentially had it summarize what he said into like a 2-sentence, and then I put it into my personalization settings in ChatGPT so that like it like essentially forms everything around that with me, right? So that it knows like, I don't want you to coddle me. I don't want you to just tell me what I want to hear. I want you to push back on me. I want you to make me better. Like look at areas. So now like, and for anybody who doesn't know this, like I also set it up where it gives me confidence scores on everything that it tells me. So like if it gives me some sort of, if I prompt and it gives me an answer, I want a 1 to 10 score on how confident it is in that answer with the site, with the cited sources. So that like I know I can look into it if I don't believe something. So anyway, I'm making it better and better for me. So I obviously like I'm just so native to GPT.
Yeah,
I'm such a creature of habit, man. It's so hard to just like switch things like that.
Well, I think people too are the Super Bowl commercials for Cloud really landed on people who are using GPT for advice, and then all of a sudden you have ads incorporated into it, and it's like, is it giving you the best advice, or is it now going to cater to the businesses who are dumping money into it and they're going to give you that information? So I feel like that's also a reason why people are using other platforms as opposed to chat now, because it's like, I know I feel that way. Think about it on Google search, like the top few businesses that have Google ads, you know, they're just paying a lot. They may not be the best company to go with, but they have enough money to put into ads, right? Whereas the people who are showing up organically first, you know that they invested into the content that they're putting out there. They've been around a long time. ChatGPT, it's kind of like the same thing. Like if you see these businesses that have ads on the platform, to me, that just indicates that you have a lot of ad dollars, not that you invested the time to rank or be an authority figure in these AI platforms.
Right. And at the end of the day, it's like we are in this like interesting time where people are going to over leverage AI, and it's going to make them so weak, like in their own thought process and how they execute and the way they think about things. So it's important to set your, AI up to make you better, right? Not make you weaker, not make you somebody who's super reliant, right? And so, that's why I made those switches. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that changes some stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear too. All right. Those are all the topics we have today.
I love it. And we got Rob over here. He got his phone open. He's ready for the Motivation Monday.
He's getting his phone open.
You got to put it back on you while you're searching, man. You can't leave it on me.
How to feel motivated today. Honestly, that would be my search for today. What can I do to get motivated?
What do you got for us, bro?
I got start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. The secret of getting ahead is getting started.
Wow.
Boom.
I like that.
I love that. That's like the live, laugh, love of like just searching something.
Yeah.
That was good though.
No, that was really good.
But honestly though, how does that land on you though? Like, what does that mean to you? I know you just searched it, but I'm just asking, does it resonate with you?
Well, yeah, because I was thinking more of like a Monday, like when I got a big week ahead of, crammed with shoots.
Yeah.
I get a little anxiety, but you just got to get started. And once you get started, all that anxiety just goes out the window.
That's true.
Do you guys get the Sunday scaries?
Oh, I get Sunday scaries so hardcore. It's
really?
Actually crazy. Yeah.
Really?
I feel like physically ill. I feel physically ill.
Damn.
Yeah, but not because I guess I should clarify. Not because like I love my job. I love what I do. I think it's because the anticipation, like Monday, there's so much momentum made throughout the week that what gives me anxiety is stopping the momentum and then having to like go back into it as
Mm.
opposed to just keeping that momentum consistent.
Mm.
Like on a Sunday, what's going through my mind is like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. Do I just got to start it now? I know I need to like, you know, care for myself too,
Right.
and like make sure that I'm recharged, but like I have so much to do. Like just like that daunting feeling of like there's always something you can be doing. And like
Mhm.
tomorrow's I'm going from the second my eyes wake up, it's like 300 miles an hour throughout the throughout the week.
Right on to King Dakar.
Yeah, it is. It's
R.I.P.
basically King Dakar. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, I forgot they took that down.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Let's go, Rob. All right, for the first one. Let's go, Rob. Rob with the first Motivation Monday. Corey got the next one. But anyway, with that said, though, I do want to say one thing, though. You know, you and I had a good conversation on Friday, where you called me out on something.
Yeah.
And we say this often, but like, you know, it's really important in your life, especially in the business world, you know, especially in your personal life too. Not everybody has that. Like you have to surround yourself with people who are willing to make you uncomfortable by calling you out on certain things. And because if they don't, it's not going to make you better. Right.
Sure.
And so in the moment, like when you first gave me that feedback, I was like, what the fuck? I was like thrown off by it. But you know, at the end of the day, like you need people around you that are going to give you the real shit, right? If you are, you know, I think Jeff always says this, I don't want to botch the quote, but it's like, you know, don't be a mushroom and just thrive in bullshit, right? Like in shit and be in the darkness, right? Like it's like you have to be around people who are going to give you the hard stuff so that you can be a better person, you can be better, you know, whatever it is that you're doing in your career or in your life. And so many people don't have that. And it's like, I learned that obviously back at Next Jump where, you know, when you get feedback, most people in their family dynamics, when you give somebody feedback, they take it as an insult.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you're offending me. Why would you do that? That's insane that you give me that feedback. But in our culture, obviously, like we're a culture of, you know, feedback is growth. Feedback is like the ability to like grow from it. You know what I mean?
And shows you care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and you know, the thing that people don't think about enough is that when, you know, we all know people who are like really like, sometimes they say things, you're like, the fucking audacity, right? Like he's like, they just kind of say certain things. And, but like one of my buddy Eric does this all the time where he just like always just, there's no filter with him. Right. And when you give feedback, sometimes from people like, it's like, damn, they really just said that. But you know, when people care about you, you have to think about how difficult it was for most people to say that feedback.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so like you receiving it and you feeling upset that you got that feedback versus somebody like having the courage to be like, hey, I'm going to tell this person, you know, XYZ, like that also takes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when you think about the other person too, it kind of lightens that like burden a little bit that you feel because like somebody had to like build the courage to tell you that difficult feedback. And, you know, at the end of the day, like when you change the dynamic of receiving feedback, it doesn't matter how you get it, right? Like most people are like, oh my God, it was your tonality or you said it like this or you did this. It's like feedback, how you get it, it doesn't matter,
No.
right? Like if somebody's giving you feedback, like at the end of the day, you're lucky. Take that, extract it and use it to your benefit. Don't sit there and be a victim, you know?
No.
And too many times people do that. I've done that for so long. And I actually caught myself in that circle when you did that, right? When you gave me that feedback and I was like, damn, and then I had to like stop myself and be like, yo, I'm spiraling, right? But it's natural. In all of us, it's natural in us.
Yeah.
When you're getting feedback, you feel vulnerable. People don't like feeling vulnerable, right?
Mhm.
So it's like when you feel vulnerable, then your defenses come up and your guard comes up, and then you start like kind of like feeling you have to attack, right?
Mhm.
And you don't, right? Like it's an opportunity for you to grow. So I think that's a big thing that I wanted to share.
Yeah, and
Because
I
I
think
caught
like a
myself.
good tip, someone had told me this years ago, because naturally people aren't good at taking feedback. And I don't care if you say that you are good at taking feedback, there's somewhere in you that really had to work hard to do that. But someone had given me the advice of like any feedback that you get, it's not that person's job to deliver it with a white glove to you.
Mhm.
It's not their job to figure out how it lands with you. It was their job to just relay the message.
Right.
It's your job to reflect and take it as you will and make change from it. And so the best thing you can do if you know you react really poorly is to put a little bit of space in between the feedback and your
Mhm.
response. And instead just say like, you know, that's interesting. I appreciate that. Let me reflect on it. Take a second, even if it's 2 minutes to go walk away, and then come back and respond.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, and this is more on like a separate side, right? But like I'm going to give you a small window of an example. Like somebody that I know, right, was like got some sort of harsh, like somebody giving feedback and saying, yo, like your breath smells, right? And so this person was like, what? Like, are you serious? And then eventually like started asking other people that they know. And then they asked me, they're like, do you ever think my breath smells? And I was like, yeah. And I mentioned it to them one time, right? But the point though is that now imagine being that person, right? Where you're walking around and somebody's like, damn, your breath stinks, right? And you not knowing and the people around you not telling you that, right? How embarrassing would that be?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing,
Yeah.
right? So it's like you don't want to be in that position. You want to have people around you who are going to tell you all of that, right? And be like, yo, you know, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like having people around you that will give you the real stuff is so damn important that it's undervalued because of our own like comfort. We don't want people to tell us the real shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's difficult. It's a really difficult thing. But anyway, I just wanted to share that because obviously we had that moment on Friday. And I think it was a good growth moment for me. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of people are out there and they don't want, they think they want feedback. They think they want to grow, but they don't want to be uncomfortable. And feedback is really uncomfortable, right? So at the end of the day, it's really important. So, all right, guys, happy Monday. I hope everybody watching crushes your week ahead. We'll see you back on Thursday at 9 a.m. Take care.